Welcome to the Good and New podcast,
where the sponsors are fake and the hosts are buzzed.
and we say fuck your feelings. Enjoy the show.
Whoa, he's going for it.
It's for you, Joel.
That's for Tooth Puller. Apparently, we're not as entertaining or interesting or stupid or smart.
Yeah, maybe he just likes us drinking and driving.
He likes his younger males intoxicated. Is that...
Could be because I just brushed my teeth, but...
That'll do it. Episode 62. How are you doing, Kyle?
Good, and you?
I am also doing very well. There's Cafe Karuba ASMR. You're drinking a beer.
I'm drinking a beer.
Good for you. That brings me, this comes out on the 11th. We will be recording next week, which is the weekend of St. Paddy's Day weekend.
Oh, yeah?
For episode 63.
Yep.
Do we want to have a St. Patrick's Day celebration while we record?
St. Paddy's Day special?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not opposed to the idea.
Do we want to record more in the afternoon so we're not drinking beers after we brush our teeth?
Well, based on that first sip, yeah, that would be ideal.
So there's a chance we could do that. I was going to suggest that at the end, but you came in with information from a loyal listener that he hates us and wants us to be intoxicated more often, or misses it when we were intoxicated in recording. Yeah. I mean, I think that there's value in both sides of Saturday morning coffee versus evening alcohol episodes. But
maybe we just have Irish coffee.
could do that. That is also an option. I was going to tell you, or ask you, since it's episode 62, can you name a Green Bay Packers player that wore number 62? I do have a list from a very trustworthy website. And there's a wide range of years.
Yeah, why am I blanking right now?
I'll tell you this right now. I would not have guessed any of these names, but that's not saying a lot. I'm just reading through them again. The one, once I read it, I was like, oh, okay, that seems about right.
Was Dotson one of them?
He is not.
Not Earl or Santana. I tried to
One
double
of them was 72. Wasn't that right?
Yeah, it sounds right. That's
Yeah.
probably why I had the
60
two.
numbers are a little bit more difficult.
Yeah. Frank Winters was 52, I think.
There is a Frank on the list from way back in the day, and I don't even know if he played a game.
I'm blanking right now.
All right. The only ones that jumped out to me are Evan Dietrich Smith,
Oh, okay. Yep.
2009 to 2013. And there's one more. Yeah. Lucas Patrick, more recent,
Oh, yeah.
2017 to
He's a Bear now,
2021.
so
Fuck him. And then he was a center. Is that right? Or
I think so.
yeah. And then
Guard, one or the other.
Marco Rivera. That name
Oh, yep.
was like top tier,
Yep.
1997 to 2004.
Yep.
So there's your Packers trivia cash cab information for the day. Again, this comes out on Monday, the 11th of March. It's the second time we're releasing on Monday. I hope people enjoyed that to start their week, making Mondays great again. Your thoughts on it?
I liked it.
Liked it?
Yeah.
Okay. I did too. I felt like when it got even like Monday evening, Tuesday, Wednesday, I was like, I'm forgetting to do something. Or like there's something that's not, I'm like, oh, well, I'm thinking about releasing Wednesday, doing the stuff leading up to, and it was kind of nice that it was already done and didn't have to fuck with it.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed it. On that note, we don't have a special guest today. We tried. People are working or out of town. There was potential for a brand new guest. He's interested, but we'll keep it under wraps for now. But yeah, we have all the normal shit. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching, listening, all that stuff. If you're brand new, hopefully there's a few of you. Thank you. I don't know how you found it, why you found it, but maybe it'll be interesting. Do you want to wear your new hat?
No, but tell me why that hat was brought.
So this, I have to assume, is worth a lot of money.
Probably not.
Probably not. If you're watching, would you say this is Scottish or British or something stupid?
Yeah, somewhere across the pond.
You know, a plaid, red and white and yellow and green, like plaid type,
Old school
golf hat with the little pom-pom, red pom on top. Something you'd see like a Payne Stewart wear, or a person that's trying to be like him. Bryson DeChambeau probably would have wore this at one point.
Yeah.
Still might. So my thought here, and I have tried it on, it's a very tight fit. It says 7 3/8 size, but it's a very tight fit for me. Men's league, if anyone, like when we're playing for money or just playing our normal round, our normal foursome, it can either be like a double bogey or worse, has to wear it for like the next hole.
Okay.
So just a mind game type thing. I think it would probably be best in the money game, not the normal league round. But yeah, so we'll have this. So they'll get some good content. I see Greg wearing this a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's got his name written
especially
all over
early in the year. If he starts out as hot as he did last year.
Greg, you got a beautiful hat to wear all summer. I could even see Cam or Stu having a little bit of a hiccup sometime and throwing this baby on. Probably not often, but people might be drawn to it. They might really just want to wear it.
Yeah,
it's kind of like a trophy.
Yeah, maybe it'll turn into like a birdie hat.
So we got that going for us, which is nice. Other than that, housekeeping from 61.
I didn't have anything.
I don't believe so, other than we're sober and boring, I guess.
Yeah.
So Kyle's trying to fix that. See how drunk he can get.
Yeah, I don't have to cut down any trees today, so.
How was that? Was that successful?
Yeah, I felled my first 4 trees without bodily injury, damaging any property. Yeah, it went well.
Nice. Are you going to chainsaw carve some like eagles and stuff into the stumps, or are those coming all the way out?
Those are cut down to the ground.
To the ground.
Yeah, I've already got all the wood split. I just got to stack it.
You could have kept them like 36 inches and like put a bird bath on them for the birds.
Fuck them.
Fuck them.
They're not real anyway, remember?
That's true. They are robots. Somebody showed me a picture the other day. His friend had sent him. It was like, first robin of the spring. And it was like he had hit it with his truck and it was stuck between the bug deflector and the hood. Just massacred.
I saw one in February yet. My first robin of the year. I was surprised. I think the earliest I've seen one.
I knew a guy that the first bird he ever shot with his Red Ryder was a robin.
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah. Weird.
Crazy. You should buy a boat. Days of.
Boat. I have days of.
You have days of.
Florida man first.
Florida man first. God damn it, every time. I'm glad you remember.
So we'll just go with the first one here, if it wants to load. Again, our internet is garbage around here.
Thanks a lot, Bo. Oh, surprise inspection from our landlord. Apparently we did not pass. I don't know why we wouldn't have passed when he sent that text message.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe he was trying to be funny. That was his attempt at humor.
The doors are not blocked. We have exits.
Yeah. Ample exits. We unplugged stuff. Very respectful. So, yeah. We'll be taking that up with our lawyer.
Florida man. I'm not going to lie. It's cocaine. Florida man tries to eat stolen debit card, deputies say. Man had 13 stolen credit and debit cards. And apparently cocaine.
And he's trying to eat them. The debit cards.
Yeah. Tried to eat the card to
maybe
destroy evidence.
Destroy evidence. Okay. I was like, I don't think cocaine gets you fucked up where you like hallucinate and imagine like you're eating something that you're not. But yeah, it's destroying evidence. I like it.
He was detained by Disney security. Wow. What a fucking day.
There's a glowing endorsement for Disney. Make sure you go there and bring your debit cards to feed them or give them to the crackheads. Yikes. Speaking of those theme parks, Have you seen that they're doing a Super Mario World? I think Universal or somebody else, not Disney.
Yep.
They're like, I think it's a Nintendo themed park. There's like a Super Mario World and a few others. It looks amazing.
Yeah.
Guys trip.
Yeah.
We'd be that Florida man potentially with like alcohol, sub in the alcohol.
I'm not going to be eating any debit or credit cards
We'll
either.
be feeding Barry debit cards.
There we go.
Quite the Florida man. I love the Florida men. Not really, but I love hearing about them. All right, run us through the 11th.
The 11th 4 days of. We have National Promposal Day. And we also have National Johnny Appleseed Day. So shout out Johnny. What I want to know is if you were to attend prom this year, what would be your idea for your promposal?
Let me get a little bit of information here because I don't know that I may have attended a prom, but we definitely didn't do all the extravagant promposal shit like that they have picked up the last 5-10 years.
Yeah, you just went and asked.
Yeah. So prom takes place like in a month or so.
For some reason, I always thought it was, April, May, somewhere in there.
So you ask a few months in advance or a month in advance. And a promposal, I mean, you'd think if you're dating the person, you're not going through the trouble. I mean, maybe some people do, but that would be weird.
Well, yeah.
You would reserve...
Kids are weird these days, though.
They are.
Some of them think that they're animals.
Fucked in the head. So if you're just surprising somebody trying to get a yes because of all the effort and thought or, everything you put into it, I would probably... I'd probably be proposing to somebody that has similar interests to me, maybe. Hit a golf ball through their parents' window with a message tied to it.
That'll go well.
Especially if she doesn't like her parents because they always like to rebel against their parents.
Yeah.
So.
There you go.
I think that's an easy win.
There you go.
Knock down 5-iron right through the window.
I thought you were going to come up with something super gay, but that's actually respectable.
Let's see, if I had to go the opposite direction. I can't even think of anything. I don't even know if I should try. What would you do?
I asked you.
What about, imagine they're anti-meat or anti-hunting, and for some reason you want to go with that girl, that daughter.
She's also like vegan or whatever?
She
or
hasn't decided. Her
Okay.
parents are trying to push her that direction. So just like pull your truck up and like spin the deer that it's a little late to have the deer
No, I'd
still.
take the deer heart and I'd stick an arrow through it. Like
Cupid style.
yes.
Yes.
With a note.
Okay. I love
Perhaps
that.
written in blood.
Blood. For sure.
Nothing more romantic.
And then you're sitting there cleaning your gun to assert dominance over the father.
Yes.
Fuck yeah. That's a promposal. For those of you listening that may or may not be in high school still, that's what you do.
Don't go out and get a fresh deer heart since we're out of season, but if you got one in the freezer,
Got one in the freezer, thaw that baby out, Cupid arrow. You can Amazon that shit. And there you go. You can get roadkill heart.
Yeah.
Or wait, are you not allowed to harvest organs off of roadkill?
I don't know the rules on that. I mean, you can get a salvage
I
tag.
can't remember what they told me that one time. Sir, quit doing that. Like Freddy got
I was
fingered.
going to say, that's when you try to crawl inside of it, right?
Fucking deer suit. Yeah, there we go. Speaking of folks in high school, friend of the program, he hasn't been on yet, but he will in the near future. He's actually one of the guests I tried to get. Cleared it with his parents first. He's actually out of state. He started his own podcast with a buddy.
Oh, yeah?
Mason did. Yeah. No free ads, but I will shout out their podcast. If you want to try to figure it out, find it. 3 Putt Podcast. So they're on YouTube. They have an Instagram page, I think. Check it out. They're only 1 episode in. But yeah, we will have Mason on. Like I said, he's out of state. But maybe they have some extravagant promposals coming that we can critique or make fun of them for.
Yeah.
So Shout out Mason and Josh for 3 Putt Podcast. Birthdays on the 11th. I tried to get a little bit more prepared in terms of categories or what we're talking about. So I need you to pick your tag team partner. Like wrestling. Cage match. Not necessarily fight to the death, but like there will be injury.
Hell in a Cell.
Hell in a Cell. Blind pick your tag team partner. First option. 31-year-old Anthony Davis, the B-baller. Big black dude.
Only one eyebrow.
Unibrow.
I'm going to pass. He's kind of lanky, scrawny bastard.
You are going against these people too, just so you know.
Yeah.
Okay, you're going to go against them.
Like my odds.
43-year-old Paul Wall.
Does he have a grill?
Well, yeah. Always. Jewelry, rings, everything. Like he's like John Cena, but like ghetto. Like actually. From Tejas.
Yeah, sure. I'm going to pass on him too. I'm going to roll the dice.
Okay, so you and 53-year-old Johnny Knoxville are going against Anthony Davis and Paul Wall.
Dude, that guy at least can take a beating.
Yes.
I like his odds against Paul Wall, and I can
kick him in the knee.
Giant. Yeah.
Right in the knee. Bend that thing backwards.
Start plucking his eyebrow.
Oh, God. I don't understand. Why would you keep that? Fuck.
I don't know.
Also on the 11th, we have an 18-year-old YouTuber with the name Bo Bagels. So I don't know if Bo has got like a burner account, like YouTube account, and he's famous.
And now he identifies as an 18-year-old.
Never know.
2024.
Shout out Bo Bagels.
Sure. I don't know what he does, but
probably eats bagels.
That'd be my guess.
Bagel review? I don't know.
Shoots bows like arrows through bagels.
It was spelled Beau, but never know.
Oh.
That would be impressive. Archery and bagels.
There you go. The 12th, we have National Girl Scout Day. I think it was supposed to be National Girl Scout Cookie Day. Maybe I copied that wrong.
Were you a Boy Scout?
No, but I ate a brownie once.
Whoops.
And National Christian Day, the name, not the religion.
Christian.
I guess, like I said, I'm thinking it's supposed to be National Girl Scout Cookie Day, but we're gonna go that way anyway, even if it's not.
Yep.
Favorite Girl Scout cookie?
Peanut butter patties.
Yeah. No
Big
brainer.
Big fan of chocolate and peanut butter.
Yep.
If I had to go, I'll go top 3. Peanut butter patties number 1.
Yep.
The number 2 is a close one. And it comes down to my mood. But those fucking goofy looking coconut ones with like the chocolate.
Oh, Caramel Delights.
Caramel Delights. Number 2. Number 3 is a plain one. Very basic. Isn't there just like a plain like peanut butter, no chocolate?
Yeah, like the crack or like the sandwich. Yeah.
Yes, that.
Unless I got rid of those, but yeah.
Yeah, those are my
I can't
3.
imagine they would have.
Those are
Okay.
my 3. How about you?
Peanut butter patties, Thin Mints.
Ooh.
Adventurefuls are good, so it would be a toss up between that and Caramel Delights probably.
Frozen Thin Mints or
Either way.
regular? Either way.
Yeah.
Switch it up if you need to.
Not prejudice.
I like it. Our attorney, we figured he'd be bringing some cookies because he tried to solicit our business with a video of his Girl Scout and nothing. No cookies here.
Yeah, I texted my order last night.
Did you really?
Yeah, I haven't heard back.
Jesus Christ. Unbelievable. We should contact
Probably drawing up the contract right now.
Yeah, exactly. So we're going to have you on a retainer here where you're purchasing these cookies on a subscription basis for the next 17 years. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I could really go for one right now with my coffee. All right. The 12th of March. 2 vs. 2 scramble golf.
Okay, I'm one of them.
You're one of them. You are picking your partner. Blind pick. 78-year-old Liza Minnelli.
No, pass.
77-year-old Mitt Romney.
I gotta pass. Dude, he's a Mormon. He's boring as fuck.
And wasn't he the one who said that it was the most important bill they were going to sign?
Yes.
So he's an idiot, too.
Yeah, doesn't drink, and he's that stupid.
Well, looks like you and McCole Hardman Jr. are going to be...
Who?
McCole Hardman Jr., wide receiver.
McCole?
What's his name?
Isn't it Mecole?
No idea.
We're both going to get roasted for this one.
I would say it's...
I didn't know he was a junior either.
Mecole?
Mecole, right?
Correct. Mecole sounds like soft and like a fucking animal name. Mecole, yeah, I don't know. Let us know. Roast me if you have to. Anyway, you two young bucks
I like our odds.
are taking on the old crusty fucks. Yeah, there weren't a lot of good birthdays on the 12th.
Unfortunate. The 13th of March, we have Canine Veterans Day. So shout out to all the canine veterans out there.
Yeah.
It's also National Open an Umbrella Indoors Day.
Ooh. Do you do that? Do you believe in that? Little stitious?
I am a little stitious.
I make a point to, I'll be standing in the door and open it outside the door.
I'm not a big umbrella guy.
Yeah. I mean, if it's easy, like I think I use an umbrella when I walk outside to see what Olive's doing and it's pouring rain. I don't bring one to like work and like open it and like walk into work like it was raining yesterday and I got fucking poured on.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to carry an umbrella.
Yeah.
Lindsay just has like an old golf umbrella that sits by the door like that she'll use and then I use it sometimes too. But I definitely open it outside, not open it inside.
I'd be more likely to use one of the big ones for like shade than when it's raining.
Yep. Yeah, like golfing. If you're walking, they have a holder that you can put your umbrella in for that purpose.
Yep.
Well, and for rain, but also the sun. That's a good use.
Yeah.
What was the other one?
Canine Veterans Day. So make sure you give them some belly rubs.
Big time. I support the hell out of that. Excuse me. On the 13th, I need you to blind rank who you think is the most disturbed.
Okay. I don't like where this is going already.
I mean, it's not as bad as you think. Jack Harlow, 26 years old. Where do you think there's a total of 4 people.
3, I guess.
Okay. Emil Hirsch, 39. Actor.
2.
Do you know who he is and what he played?
Yeah, he was in The Girl Next Door.
Yep.
He was also in 21, I believe.
Yep. Into the Wild.
Into the Wild, yep.
Lords of Dogtown.
Never saw that one.
It's a good movie. Even if you don't like skateboarding, it's a good movie. You said he's number
2.
William H. Macy.
1.
74. From Shameless.
Mm-hmm. Also, his wife bribed college admissions offices or whatever.
Oh.
To get their daughter or whatever.
Allegedly.
No, she was convicted.
So you have, just to recap, number 1, William H. Macy.
Yep.
Don't have a number 2? Or you
Emil
do?
Hirsch.
Oh, Emil Hirsch is number 2. Jack Harlow, number 3.
Yep. Let me guess. Mother Teresa.
Number 4, for your blind ranking of the most disturbed, number 4 is the lead singer of Disturbed.
Oh, he's down with the sickness.
51-year-old David Draiman. Draiman?
Beats the hell out of me, man.
Apparently he is not disturbed.
Nope.
Got it. Noted.
Not himself. Just the band name.
True.
The 14th is Pi Day. And it's also Dog Theft Awareness Day. So
Whoa.
Don't be an asshole. Don't steal dogs. And I want you to tell me how many decimal places out for pi you can recite.
Well, I'll tell you I can recite all the way out, but I can't. I can do 3.14 very confidently.
Mm-hmm.
And then it gets a little foggy after that. I'll guess 3.146.
Let me look it up because I don't know. 3.14 is all I got.
Fuck.
I
thought you were gonna be
no.
over.
3.14159265359, and it, keeps going. But
Stupid.
Yeah.
What kind of pie are you gonna eat on Pie Day? Strawberry rhubarb. Me too.
That sounds delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Apple,
Sure.
cherry,
Yeah.
pecan,
Yep.
blueberry.
Lemon meringue.
I'm not opposed. Not my favorite, but
Cream.
coconut cream.
Cream.
Not gonna eat cream pie. No.
You're not cream pieing at all.
No.
Got it. All right.
You?
No, on the 14th. So your number one. Oh, I see what I did here. I made notes. This is what we're doing. Do you recall your number one for most disturbed?
Yeah.
William H. Macy.
Yes.
I need you to pick a CWC on his behalf for him.
So he's
Who
gonna,
would he?
He's gonna CWC.
Correct.
Okay. Just in general, I just have to come up with something.
No,
or
I'm about to read them to you.
Say you're just sitting there in silence.
I'm picking which one I want to start with. Billy Crystal, 76 years old.
Okay, is this blind for him? Or
No,
okay.
because you're making the decision for him. It'll be a surprise to him regardless. So
Okay.
Billy Crystal, 76. Simone Biles, 27.
Okay.
And Albert Einstein.
Ooh, he's a weirdo, so he's gonna wed Billy Crystal. Probably has the most money.
I could see that. They're similar in age.
Yeah. He is going to Clinton Simone Biles,
Ooh.
and he would coitus Einstein. He probably thinks he'd get like smart.
Honestly, I think that's
Just
pretty
from the
spot
sights.
on. I think that's fucking spot on what he would do. Very shameless of him.
Yes.
There you go.
Moving on to the 15th. This is a mouthful here. International Day of Action Against Canadian Seal Slaughter. And it's also
They have
international.
seals in Canada?
Well, yeah, man.
Wait, Navy SEALs?
No.
Marines?
Like marine seals.
Marines?
No, the marine mammal.
SeaWorld.
Yes, think of that.
Seal World.
Yes. It's also International Eat an Animal for PETA Day.
Do you know why the walrus went to the Tupperware party?
Find a nice tight seal.
Yes.
So the Canadian seal slaughter one, that's just they're trying to ban commercial slaughter of seals. I want you to tell me what animal you're going to eat for International Eat an Animal for PETA Day, which I love.
That is a fucking
But
awesome
this is a
day.
day.
I did just get back my venison from Mike's Meats. I just got jalapeno cheddar and the barbecue snack sticks
Nice.
and breakfast sausage. Very recommended. I had not had it before. I have made one.
Is it like ground?
Yep.
Okay.
I think it's a pound package, maybe. Might be less than that. It makes about 6 good-sized patties for breakfast sausage, and it's goddamn delicious. So I'll probably just do some venison and eat a big old white-tailed deer on the 15th.
15th.
If I had to get exotic, like if we went out to eat or if I was in some weird place, it's been a long time since I've had alligator, some alligator bites or whatever. Also in that region, grouper sandwich, good fish sandwich. If you were making me a meal, I would request your pheasant jalapeno poppers.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to think of something wild, like that I've never had. Can't eat polar bear.
You probably could.
I mean, you could. Not supposed to. You can't harvest a polar bear, can you?
Yeah, I don't think so.
I mean, the climate stuff's fucking up their habitat anyway. You might as well eat them before they just die and sink to the
Right.
bottom of the ocean.
Yeah. Don't let them suffer. Just put them out of end their misery. Don't eat their liver, though.
What's wrong with their liver?
It's high in vitamin... Vitamin
Z.
K?
K.
Or something like that, but like toxic levels to humans.
Oh, good to know. Fun facts about polar
If
bears.
you're ever starving, don't eat the liver of a polar bear.
Don't eat the liver. Their fur is translucent.
Yep.
That's all you need to know about them.
You can eat porcupines raw.
There you go. Porcupine. Should we eat porcupine on the 15th?
I would love to try it. Not raw.
Let's make a porcupine pie on the 14th. And we'll eat it on the 15th.
Okay.
What would you eat?
How are we going to acquire a porcupine is what I'm wondering.
Yeah, listeners, send us a porcupine. On the 15th, what are you actually going to eat to celebrate?
What day of the week is the 15th? That's going
Friday.
to be a Friday?
Fish.
Ooh. No. All the Catholics
Fish.
do that.
Pony.
Very,
Hip hop.
yeah. Very overdone on Fridays during
Friday
lunch.
fish fry, yeah.
Yeah.
My dad calls it Friday fish fight because they're all just a bunch of fuckers fighting for their baked cat or whatever else.
Yeah, I like to eat like red meat and shit that they can't on Fridays or they're not supposed to. I don't know. I haven't thought playing dinner that far in advance.
Well, what do you have access to in your freezer?
Venison, some good old Iowa beef.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know.
Squirrel.
No, I don't have any squirrel.
Rakin.
I usually no, God, no. Have you ever eaten raccoon?
I don't think so.
It's not good. It's like chewing on shoe leather. Real
Yep.
tough. I mean, I'm sure there's probably a way you could make it decent. Oh, I'm not going to try it.
Oh.
Yeah, but that's what I got. Maybe I'll make bacon wrapped pheasant poppers or something.
Way to rub that in my face. All right, on the 15th, I want you to go blind rank net worth. These are all musicians,
Okay.
allegedly. Number 1, Mark McGrath, 56-year-old.
How many are there?
5.
4.
Number 2, David Bird, 36 years old, a.k.a.
5. Little Dicky.
Lil Dicky. You said he's 5?
Yeah.
Mark McGrath was 4.
Mm-hmm.
Brett Michaels, 61.
2.
D. Schneider or Snyder,
3.
69.
Nice. Twisted Sister, right?
Yes, last but not least, Mark Hoppus.
Oh, fuck me running. I have no idea. Oh, wait. Blink 182.
Yeah.
Okay. I kind of like that. I would probably put him at 2. Swap my 1 and 2, but...
All right. Mark Hoppus, number 1.
Ooh, I got it.
$80 million.
Yes.
Excuse me. Brett, a.k.a. Brat Michaels, when he played Bratfest, number 2. $20 million.
Nice. I'm so far so good.
Number 3, Lil Dicky,
Oh, really?
$12 million.
Okay. The TV show. I should have factored that in.
Number 4, D. Schneider,
Yeah.
$7 million. Last but not least, Mark McGrath, $6 million.
Wow. That's surprising. Figured he would have had a little more.
He
But
probably spent a lot of it.
probably snorted a lot of it.
He hasn't had anything worth a shit.
The last thing that I know of that he was on was The Office.
Oh, yeah.
When they did that a cappella.
They probably gave him 20 grand for that or something.
Yeah. Probably real cheap.
And he spent it while filming, basically.
Yeah. Cocaine and hookers. The 16th, it's no selfies day, so don't take any selfies, kids out there. It's
Don't tell me what to
also
do.
National Corn Dog Day.
I love a good corn dog.
I haven't had a corn dog
Dude,
in a while.
the Lodi Fair, any fair corn dog, so goddamn good.
Yeah,
About an 8 to 12 incher. just shoveling it down
Don't
my
even
gullet.
bite it.
Oh,
What do you use for condiments on your corn dog?
raw.
You just raw dog it?
I'll eat it frozen. No, I don't put.
Just suck on it like a popsicle?
I don't put anything on it. If I were to, I guess I would dip it in maybe some barbecue or mustard.
Okay.
I'm not a catsup guy. I've replaced catsup with barbecue.
Any particular brand that you're loyal to?
No, I'm not loyal to. I like to experiment with. Is there like Stubbs?
Oh, dude, that's what I was just going to say. That's my
Yeah.
jam.
Yeah.
The regular, the original.
Okay.
There's
Probably
the
what
sweet
I.
and sticky or whatever. A little too sugary for me, but
I don't know that I've had that one. I think I liked just whatever it was. Must have been the original.
yeah, good stuff.
What about you? What are you putting on your kern dog?
Catsup and mustard. Usually I like mix it together
Oh.
and then just dip.
Okay. Yeah, I could see that.
Good
On
stuff.
the 16th, sorry. I'm doing a deep dive on one birthday because there wasn't a lot of good stuff.
All right.
So a little history lesson, little did you know, cash cab type shit. Flava Flav,
Wow.
65 years old, a.k.a. his government name, William Jonathan Drayton Jr. Has
That
a
is
net
the
worth.
whitest name for a rapper I've ever heard.
Yep. Has a net worth of $2 million. Is considered to be one of the original hype men in hip hop. Graduated from culinary school. His
That's
father,
where the flavor came from.
I guess, his father owned a restaurant. Speaking of father,
William H. Macy Sr.
yeah. William H. Macy Jr., aka Flava Flav, has fathered 7 kids.
Holy shit, dude.
3 from one woman, 3 from another, and the last one from a third. Their names, because I know you're
I
interested.
mean, that's better than one from 7 different women.
I
But,
suppose. Well, it depends on who you're asking.
but 7 kids, that's way too many.
That's way too many. It's a
No
little.
wonder his net worth is way down there. All the child support.
Kids' names: Shanique, Dazana, Dazna, I don't know, Quana, William,
All right. The third.
Jasmine, Kayla, and Karma. Also,
What do you have ages
Ages?
of the kids?
no,
It'd be funny if one was like 30 and the youngest one was like 2.
I would not doubt that. When he was a child, he accidentally set his family's house on fire.
Playing with matches or?
A lighter.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
Yep.
kids don't play with matches or lighters.
Yeah, stop. And that is your deep dive on Mr. Flava Flav.
Okay.
Oh, one funny thing about his reality shows, he was engaged to a woman, I think the woman who gave birth to just the single child, while he was on Flavor of Love dating other women. He was engaged to baby mama. Just all
Why does that
American,
not surprise me?
all American fucking dream right there. Just, yeah, reality TV show dating women while you're engaged.
Wow.
Nice job, William H.
Unreal.
Macy.
What a time to be alive. That gets us to the 17th. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. Mm-hmm. Drink responsibly. Or don't drink at all. It's up to you.
Do whatever you want.
It's your day. It's also Evacuation Day. So dive into the annals of American military history and learn how the colonists routed the Redcoats. And it's also, as you may guess, National Corned Beef and Cabbage Day.
Fuck yeah. Do you like that?
Yeah, I mean, once a year is fine.
Do you like Rubens?
I do like Rubens. Yeah. I like corned beef. The whole cabbage, like cooked
Yeah.
cabbage.
It's a nice little garnish. Have a bite or two of it, but I don't mow down on it.
Yeah. Makes me gassy.
Yeah.
Sure you guys cared to hear that. But
Well, last episode, you're shitting your fucking pants. Like, was it last or the one before? Oh, it was
one-
2 ago when Pete,
yeah.
when
yeah,
Pete joined
surprise
us.
guest. But
Must have had cabbage the night before.
yeah, no, didn't. St. Patrick's Day, yeah, I'm going to be celebrating Evacuation Day. Fuck the British.
Fuck them. Fucking redcoats. Fuck the British.
Yeah, fuck them. Fuck them up their
On the
stupid
17th.
asses.
Got violent. On the 17th, happy birthday to local celebrity, Mrs. McCauley.
Oh, happy birthday.
Yep. I did a little research on the old book face.
Nice.
Yep.
One of my favorite teachers.
Dude, she's, as the kids say, she's goated. She is a fucking goat.
Do kids say that? Yeah. Goated?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mitchell, please confirm.
That's just supposed to mean like they're the goat?
Yeah.
Goated.
Just
okay.
a different way to say it.
That's doesn't make sense, but okay.
I love that got you. I need you to do a start bench cut for your St. Patty's drinking partner. So you and a partner are going out and getting fucking wasted.
Okay. But it's not a competition, it's just
No,
having
not a
good
beer
time.
Olympics or anything. Just like somebody that you're going to go out and consume a lot of alcohol with, have a good time. Like, who would you pick?
Okay,
the one
so this
person.
is interesting because I almost have to also take into what I think that their consumption could be, so they're not, completely drinking me under the table, and I'm not completely drinking them under the table.
Yep.
Interesting. All right.
Do you want to do it blind or do you want to hear all three? Will you be able to make a better decision if you hear all three?
If I'm educated.
Better for better content purposes. 73-year-old Kurt Russell,
Okay.
kind of a badass, but a little bit older.
Wyatt Earp.
Wyatt Earp. 60-year-old Rob Lowe, just a fan of the NFL. Where's the NFL hat?
And the Atkins diet.
Yes. Have you watched The Floor with him? His new
I've
game show.
watched half of the first episode.
Kind of weird.
Yeah,
Not
I don't
great.
like. They
the
could have done better.
contestants fucking suck.
Yeah.
Like they're worthless, and it's just not perfect. It gets worse actually. The first episode was good compared to.
Well, I'm done watching it then.
It gets bad the next like 2 or 3. And last but not least, 69-year-old
Nice.
Lieutenant Dan. I don't
He
know
ain't
his
got
real
no
name.
legs.
He ain't got no legs. So you're gonna be pushing him around, but then you do have a mode of transportation. Hop on his lap.
Didn't he become an alcoholic in that movie?
Yes,
Yeah, so he could drink me under the table even without legs.
but would be a good time.
Yeah, I'd bench him.
You're getting handicap parking wherever you go, drinking and driving.
Not recommended.
Don't do it. Stop.
I'm gonna bench him.
Really?
Yeah, he
Holy
can't stand
fuck.
anyway.
Grab a seat. Oh, you're already seated. All right. Sounds good. Nice job.
Rob Lowe's getting cut,
Yeah.
and me and
Kurt
Kurt
Russell.
Russell.
Was he
3,000 Miles of Graceland? Yes.
that too? The Overboard? Or
No. Fuck.
Captain Ron? No.
No. God, Waterworld.
Yes. I wasn't thinking that. but
Right?
Fuck. I don't know. No, what are the... Who's he married to?
Goldie Hawn.
Yeah, they were in a movie together. Overboard or something or whatever.
He was also in the Christmas Chronicles. He was Santa.
Boo.
Oh, Overboard. He was an Overboard, yeah. All right.
Wasn't he also Captain Ron, or who was Captain Ron?
Captain Ron. Maybe.
Keep going. There's a movie in there somewhere that will tell us.
Oh, yeah. He was also Herb. Coach Herb in Miracle.
Oh, yep.
That was a fucking banger of a movie.
He's the right pick.
Backdraft.
He's
Dude.
the right pick.
Oh, yeah.
Kurt Russell.
He was in a couple of the Fast and Furious movies. Really? Huh.
That's weird.
Captain Ron.
Yes!
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Django
Dude.
Unchained.
Lieutenant Dan would be crushed when he finds out Captain Ron gets picked over him, Because they're like both kind of... Doesn't Lieutenant Dan get like a shrimp boat, or he's doing something with like...
Yeah.
Bubba? Or do they do it
No,
together?
with
Him and Forrest?
Forrest, yeah.
Okay.
Right?
Yep.
Because doesn't Bubba die?
Yes.
And he starts Bubba
gets
Gump
shot.
Shrimp, and then Lieutenant Dan.
I think you nailed that. I mean, I would have probably, without doing the research on Kurt Russell, I probably would have went Lieutenant Dan. But I think either of those
That's the
two.
only movie that I know that he was in. I mean, I'm sure there were others
Yeah.
that I've seen. I know there's others that I've seen. It's just
Definitely the
nothing
only
comes to
one where
mind.
he didn't have legs.
Are you sure about that? That's a bold statement.
And you guys actually would be very like simpatico with the no legs thing. Sometimes your legs don't work, or you think you don't have legs. I don't know what it is. And then he actually has experienced not having legs.
So that's Gary Cincy,
Correct.
CSI New York,
Fuck that.
Of Mice and Men. He was in The Green Mile. Oh, Apollo 13. That's right.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
one I was thinking of.
Astronaut.
But he just not
His
nearly
bones
as
are
many.
weaker from going into outer space.
Yep. There you go. Probably why he damn near, or not damn near, did lose them in Forrest Gump.
Yep. That gets us through. Well, there is a birthday on the 18th that we'll reserve for next week. Make sure we come up with it and remember it. I wanted to say it, but I'm not going to say it.
We'll forget it.
We'll forget. Those are the things that we normally do. 45 minutes in, roughly. Little recap of last Saturday. I had to blatantly lie to you when you asked me what I was doing that weekend.
Yeah, you did. Thanks.
So, tried to schedule an outing with Kyle and some folks to go to the Badger men's hockey game. They had a chance at winning the Big Ten title, which they had fucked up the night prior, Friday evening. But sound logic, in my opinion, because I did it. But if they have a chance to win the Big Ten title, they needed to outright win at least one game and get a overtime win or outright win in the second. So you go to the Saturday game, right?
Yeah.
You would think.
Yeah.
The game that they would clinch it with. Well, they fucking lost Friday, so it wasn't for anything. It was senior night. Kyle was unable to go. I ended up rounding up 3 other people, former guests, Peter, Barry, and Greg. And we all decided when we were going to go that we were not going to tell you until we got there. And we were going to try to send separate Snapchats. Originally, we just decided to, we discussed going, like walking around different parts and like sending.
That would have been better because you guys all had the same view. I'm like,
I know.
You guys are our words. Real Paul brothers.
We decided that was just too much work for what it was. And it would be funny if we just tried to trick you with it being blatantly obvious that we're together. So, meet at my house. We try to go to a place to have something to eat beforehand. That was a 45-minute wait. So we drive further downtown where it gets worse, obviously. More busy. And we try to go to one place. Nice. It's on the shelf at least.
It's not on the floor.
It has to stay there for the rest of the time. The brass ring, which is connected to the High Noon Saloon on East Wash. Also a long wait. I'm standing there at like the host station waiting to talk to the guy who was a complete fucking prick. And this guy walks through and you can tell he's out of his fucking mind, wasted, stoned, all the above. They reeked like weed and he was like cross-eyed. His buddies walk through. He's the last one. And he just looks at me. He's like trying to fist bump. And I just have my arms crossed already. And I'm like, I just smile. I'm like, yep, sounds good. And he just keeps going. He was wearing a Illinois, like Fighting Illini sweatshirt. Sweatpants, socks pulled over his sweatpants like a douche. It's like that's a look. I wouldn't say it's a goated look, but it's a look. He might be a little too old for it. Maybe it's a college thing. Maybe it's not. I don't know. Anyhow, we decided to leave. They had made their way through, and there's an entrance that goes like right out to East Wash on the sidewalk. As we get to the top of the steps to go down to that exit entrance, he had just face planted out the door onto the fucking sidewalk. Like
Road rash and everything.
damn near scorpioned himself, legs over the head.
yes.
It was incredible. Had a nice scrape on his face, nose, and gets up, and his buddies have like kept walking. They don't give a fuck. They both had Wisconsin stuff on. So we pass him. He stops, takes a piss on a light pole, just right in the parking lot. It's not dark yet. It's early. It's like 6:30.
You're in for a rough one, bud.
And takes a piss on a light pole. We get up to the intersection where we try to go to Vintage Brewing, where it was also fucking jam-packed. There was also a Flogging Molly, if you know them.
Heard of them, yeah.
They were playing the Sylvie, so there's all sorts of goofy fucks wearing shit like this and leather kilts. And his buddies are at the waiting to do the crosswalk. And I'm like, yeah, he's just back there pissing on a light pole. And they just laugh. They're like, we love that you know who we're talking about or like who our buddy is. I'm like, well, I saw you walk through, but yes, I know that you're with them. We go in, we come back out. They have now crossed East Wash and they're in the middle on like the little island of like where to wait to cross the next lane. Well, the drunk friend is finally caught up. He walks out, cuts off a car, almost gets clipped. And we were like, oh, fuck, we're going to witness somebody get killed. Luckily, they didn't hit him, and he just is oblivious and just like high stepping through the crosswalk. He's like happy or whatever, go lucky now, and gets over there. And then we go back to where we are, and we're deciding to leave this area and go find a different restaurant. So, don't know what happened to him, but he probably was in for a very, very fucking rough Sunday morning. And then, yeah, we go and park in the parking ramp. Try to go to a place or two. They're fucking packed, obviously, so we walk a little bit. We end up at Bandit Tacos. Have some tacos. Go into the game. The Badgers 4-1, 5-1. Shit stomped Michigan State.
Mm-hmm.
Senior night. They did the whole ceremony before with the mom and dad coming on the ice. I think there's 7 or 8 seniors. Greg's like, what's the over-under on hot moms? And I think we put it at 3 or 3.5. There might have been 1. It was not a good look for the seniors. So maybe work on that next year. You know,
Get hotter moms.
Get hotter moms. Yeah, it was a great game. I think it was all 3 of their first time at a Badger game, let alone maybe even no, Greg's been to hockey before, but then we went to Oakstone in Cottage Grove afterward and had a pop. Greg had to he was on his military drill, so he was our DD. And yeah, it was a nice little night. So they kept giving me shit because we walked quite a bit trying to find places.
I was going to say, sounds like it wasn't very organized.
No, not at all. I had one idea for dinner, and we got there, and it was a 45-minute wait. We should have just stayed there and ate there and then left and went right to the game, and we would have been fine, but we decided we didn't want to wait. The bar was packed, so there wasn't like a spot to sit and drink. And then it just was
Bring your own.
True. Then it was kind of we just said it was like a 5K. Just went for a walk. Barry was just giving me shit the entire time.
Doesn't sound like him.
No, but it was good. So yeah, I apologize for lying.
Yeah,
Bold-faced lie
I'm
right to your
fucking
face.
hurt, so probably the end of the podcast now.
You guys, what are you doing this weekend? Definitely nothing. So that was fun. On the hockey topic, the rookie quote unquote phenom that we saw in Chirac, Connor
Yes.
Bedard.
Yep.
So they just released.
Cut him. Just done.
No, they should have. They just released. Upper Deck just released a product. Their Series 2 NHL trading cards.
Okay, this means nothing to anybody but you.
No,
but go on.
I'm
We're
telling
very
you,
interested.
I'm telling you that's something that's very interesting. So they have X amount of products they release each season, each year. And Series 2, Series 1, Series 2, they have a rookie card, like the specific card for a player. It's like their young gun, quote unquote. That's like the model or whatever you want to call it of the card. So Series 1 did not have Connor Bedard in it. Series 2 did. So this is like his first big NHL trading card.
Okay.
Prices and the hype around it, like through the roof. One of the biggest distributors and website, like online retailers of sports cards on the East Coast, Dave and Adams is what it's called. They put out a $1 million bounty if you got the 1-of-1 Connor Bedard trading card. So you got it, you give it to them, they give you $1 million over the course of a year, I think. To my knowledge, nobody's got it yet. You have a question?
What if they're offering $1 million for this card? What is it actually worth then? Got to be more than that, or they're losing their shirt.
Well, what they're doing is they're selling more of the product with people trying to get it, and prices have went up.
That's where they're okay.
So they're not giving you a lump sum. Also, they're just they're taking out of their profits each month to pay you, which isn't too crazy, but it does kind of set the value at like a really weird thing for the one of one. Not the biggest card that has been sold like that, but it's up there. So then Wednesday it releases. All the people on Whatnot and different apps that are doing like the breaks are charging people a pretty decent amount of money. And if you get that card, not the one of one, just like his regular Young Gun, then people are selling them right away, listing them on different websites, eBay, whatever. There was one of them that was an exclusive, which they number it. There's like 250 of them. So number 98, his number match, was listed on eBay for $72,000 right away. The guy dropped...
For a fucking piece of cardboard.
Yep. Guy dropped it to, last time I checked, it was at like 18 or 19,000. But the non-numbered that seemed like people are getting quite a bit of them. We're selling on average for $700 to $800.
Jesus fuck.
And the Chirac fans... The Connor Bedard fans are just eating them up.
All right, man.
Fucking insane. I thought that was interesting information. Even though you're not a...
That is interesting that there's
collector.
that many Paul brothers out there willing to pay that much for a fucking trading card.
Dude, hockey is nowhere near football, baseball, basketball. The Wemby guy from the Spurs, people are doing the similar thing with him.
More power to him, man.
It's insane.
Yeah.
Like, the product that you don't even know if you're going to get anything out of is tens of thousands of dollars. Like, one of them comes in a fucking stainless steel briefcase. Like this, I think it's called Flawless is the brand of, like, the product. And you open it up, and there's...
This is the hockey or the basketball?
This is basketball and football. There's one card inside of it. You don't know what it is.
What?
Yep. It's got like, so they call it like a floor or a ceiling. Like, you know that it might be like a $400 card. It could be a $10,000 card. You open it up, there it is. Hopefully you got the good one.
I'd be the schmuck that gets the $400 one every single time.
Yep. I mean, there's people like, there's different ways to charge for those things. Like when you're doing the break with somebody on like one of those apps, like you can spread the cost across all 32 teams. Or you can make the Chicago Blackhawks like really, really expensive. Some people like in the football world, they'll like, you can pick not just your team, you can pick a player. So if you really wanted CJ Stroud, they're selling it for $3,000 for that spot. And any CJ Stroud that comes out, you get. If none of them come out, $3,000 gone. It's fucking insane.
What a fucking racket.
Dude, it is, but it's very entertaining to watch people lose their shit or somebody pull. Like I hope I see the one of one for Connor Bedard get pulled, because it would just be really
that
cool.
would be cool to see.
Be cool to
get
see.
Pulled, but
the weird part is, if it's in Breezy's room, the guy that I watch, he's randomizing it to the people that are in that break. So everybody pays a fair price. Anything that's Connor Bedard gets like a random spin wheel at the end, and whoever
has the slots.
So
or whatever.
if it's just to your team. So if I bought the Canucks and you bought the Avalanche, and he does the spin at the end, and it lands on Avalanche, you get that one. So then there's discussion of, okay, are we going to split it instead of it going to one person? Do we want to split between everybody who bought in? How does that work? He doesn't get any of it. Somebody would probably give him some money, even though like he didn't do anything
give him,
besides
like,
just
tips or whatever.
So it's really interesting. That's what I want to see, is like him pull it, and then the people part of the break try to decide. Like, imagine if you're the one who hits it, but you don't know. You have unless you buy multiple spots, but you have a 1 in 32 chance, or you could be guaranteed if everyone decides that they want to split. Would you go for it, or would you want to split?
I think I'd just fucking go for it.
You would say, I don't want to split. I'd rather have a chance at hitting the
Yeah,
the big.
either give me all of it or none of it.
I think I would go that way too.
Yeah, I mean, what's the difference?
I mean, how I don't even know how you'd have to set up. You'd have to get a fucking attorney. Shout out Jeff.
Yeah.
Might be calling for this. They would have to set up like who, probably an LLC or something. Like the taxes get assigned to it, and then you all have to take out of your cut and pay the taxes. And it's not a
Plus,
lump
it's got to
sum.
be real
It's monthly.
Right. It's got to be really messed up because multiple different states factoring in then. And
Yeah. Different countries even, because there's a lot of people from Canada that are in these.
Oh yeah. Fuck.
It's a nightmare.
Yeah.
And then there's people, like I saw this on a Facebook group. So the retail side of it, this is like, we're talking about the quote unquote hobby side. Like if you go to Mr. Wilson's or a different local card shop, they sell like the expensive, like better, like hobby boxes.
Mm-hmm.
The retail stuff at Target, Walmart, whatever, it's tough for them to like, they usually try to do it like a week later. They release the shit there. Well, there's stories of Walmart releasing it like on release day when they weren't supposed to for retail.
Why? Why were they not supposed to? I don't understand that.
They want the hobby people that pay more money to have like a little bit of a buffer, and then like the smaller, like less, lower cost stuff that you would get at Walmart comes out like the following week. It's just like an approach. I don't know.
But so
Walmart
you
put it out.
potentially could go to Walmart and buy
The one
you
of
could
one-
stumble on this one of one.
The one of one is supposedly only in a hobby box. It's not going to be in a retail.
Okay.
So you can get different versions of stuff in the retail, but the one of one is in the expensive hobby shit, which sells for $300 a box.
And how many cards are in a box?
There are 16 packs, I believe, and in each pack there are 3 hits, quote unquote. So 3 times 16 is what?
That's how many
Something.
cards are in there?
That's not how many cards. There's base cards that are worth nothing, but in each pack there are 3 opportunities, and there's 16 packs.
Okay.
$300 to do that. But then the benefit of going like on the app where Breezy's doing a whole case, which is over $3,000 if you were to try to buy it yourself, you're paying $100, $150 on average for a spot. Like if I pick the Canucks, $150. And I get all those cards plus a chance to spin wheel, get the Bedard. So if you're going to spend the money, unless you're like building a set and trying to collect all the base and all the bullshit, you're better off to just go in one of those apps. Because I called a place in DeForest, they're selling the box for $300. Where this box used to be, prior to Bedard, it used to be like a $120 box. Maybe. So it's more than doubled.
It's not even good.
Sucks. Glass jaw, glass wrist, crybaby, tiny.
Yeah. Just got
Probably wears a hat like this.
Probably.
Corey Perry banged his mom, got cut. Now he plays for the Oilers. Allegedly. But super interesting, like, stuff. I wouldn't say I'm obsessed with collecting. I do like, it's only been since December, I do like the fact that I have collected some cards. But I'm more interested in just, like, it's like my reality TV show, basically. Like, people watch Housewives. This is, like, a form of entertainment.
Yeah. I get that aspect of it.
Yeah.
But
But imagine, he hit the fucking $1 million one of one. It'd be a pretty
you realize
sweet...
it's going to be some fucking schmuck on Whatnot or whatever.
Yep.
Who, first time ever buying in.
Yep.
And he's going to buy, like, the fucking Coyotes.
Mm-hmm. And he'll get it.
Yep.
And he'll be like, well, it'll hit, and they'll have to decide if we're going to split it or not. And somebody will say no. It'll be like the one person who says no, and he'll hit it.
Yep.
Oh,
wow.
So there's a little peek into the hobby NHL trading card side of things. Do you have anything that you want to touch on? Anything from the last week or so?
No. No, I'm going to try to stick away from politics or anything like that. So.
Oh, yeah, that dumb fuck was on TV the other night.
Yep.
I said to someone who replied...
That one? There was all of them.
Who replied to a story I posted on our Instagram, said, like, he said 4 more years or whatever, and he's just trying to stir the pot. Although he probably is a supporter indirectly because he's that side of the aisle. And I was like, dude, they need to reflash the Biden clone. Because I know it's not him anymore. It's just some fucking robot wearing his skin. Because that thing is dumb as fuck.
Yeah.
Like, it's not a human being. It's something that they came up with in some lab somewhere. And can't talk. Is worthless. His brain is fucking jello. And it's embarrassing.
Yes. Oh, I guess I am excited. NFL free agency and shit starts on the 13th.
Yes,
so.
yeah. What was there anything? I saw a little bit of stuff from Braylon Allen at the Combine. A lot of people say the Packers are going to take him because supposedly the Packers are not re-signing A.J. Dillon.
Yep.
And they want a big back. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I mean, unless he beefs up even more. It's not like he's gigantic. I mean, he's big.
No, but did you see him at the Combine? Like, it was a group picture of, like, the running backs just standing there, not an organized one or whatever, towering over all of them.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's good. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about him. It seemed like he kind of gave up on the Badgers, or like he wasn't really playing that hard this last year.
Yeah, he probably didn't want to get hurt and ruin his draft stock.
True.
He knew they didn't have a chance, so.
Yeah. Would you like to see him in Green Bay?
It's whatever. I'm more excited to see what happens. The safety market this year is fucking insane, so hopefully Goody gets us one or two. That'd be awesome.
We still got to do the drawing for the person that gets to do the honorary pick.
Oh, yeah, we do. We still had to iron out some details on that, though. So
yeah, lodging and flights and whatever.
Yeah. Well, there shouldn't be any flights. I mean, it's in Green Bay, so.
Well, I mean, you know, if somebody from one of our listeners from Indonesia or whatever wins.
Yeah, that's true.
We'll try to work on we're working on a partnership with Spirit Airlines right now, so.
Yep.
We just really like their diversity hire situation. They're doing a good job.
Keeping everybody safe.
Yes. On politics note, do you know what the gun show loophole is with like firearms? Is there like an accelerated background check, no background check, or like what when they talk about the loophole?
Like private party, yeah, you don't have to do certain states. You don't have to do a background check.
So the seller is a owner.
So if I had a gun, I go to a gun show, and you come up to my booth or whatever, and you're like, "Oh, I'd like to buy that one." I don't have to do a background check.
Wild.
Yeah, but if you're a felon, I mean, that's on you. You're not supposed to own a firearm as a felon, so.
Correct, but you're not liable to check or do anything to figure that out.
It's my understanding, yeah.
Jeez. I know a place that's actually having a gun show. They had it a little bit yesterday and today while we were recording. And I walked through it quick and just stopped by and went up to the spot where they were doing it. And when I got in there, I was a little bit frightened at the clientele. I was like, oh, and now it seemed like if I had to be presumptuous, the sellers are on one side of the aisle and the purchasers are on the opposite side of the aisle.
Really? Not
like they're necessarily buddy-buddy, like they would hang out and have a beer together. Mm-hmm. Very interesting mix, a melting pot, if you will.
That happened this weekend?
Recently, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Just made me think, like, this is strange.
Yeah. I would not have expected that either.
Yeah.
Figured would have all been
like-minded individuals.
Yep.
Yeah. No. And there's one seller that probably is on Reddit somewhere, like the school shooter type. Looked a little scary.
Well, at least he's selling then.
I guess.
not purchasing.
So I think, I don't know. I'm leaning towards being out on gun shows.
I've never been to one. I would like to go to one.
I could see going to one that would have a different feel to it and me being very supportive of it.
Maybe going like northern Wisconsin more.
Potentially.
Probably where it's.
Yeah.
Or one out in the country, not in the Madison area.
Greater area, allegedly. Yeah, I don't know. They're weird.
Well, I was just assuming it was the Madison area since you were there.
Correct.
So.
Very strange. That's about all I have. So maybe next episode is St. Patrick's themed, We get back on the sauce.
It'd be awesome if we could get trivia to work out next weekend too.
Oh,
St.
yes.
Patty's trivia extravaganza.
Well, I think there would be a birthday boy that would be all for it. He may have a birthday on the 18th.
Nice.
I like this. We should. I'll get to planning that. I'll put some
Alright.
bugs out in people's ears. Stay tuned. That could be big. Otherwise, thanks for listening. The website, I haven't even tried to go to it, but it should be down. So
Yeah, I haven't tried to go to it in a while.
I'm sure a ton of people tried to go buy stuff right after it went down.
Yeah.
So you can just Venmo us that money instead.
Yeah. We'll send you your product.
Like, share, do the stuff. Subscribe. Tits wet in the very near future. Peter was supposed to give me some feedback on if he liked the idea that we had.
And he never gave any feedback.
Not yet. I think he's in. I think he'd be in.
He doesn't have a choice.
Just have to ask Popcan, and then we're good to go.
Sounds good.
Pretty good, you?
Good, and you?